Good evening. I am Ashutosh Pandey. Now I am going to discuss a topic non-orthogonal multiple axis. Basically, non-orthogonal multiple axis is a technology for wireless communication 5G. Before we discuss the non-orthogonal axis 5G, we'll discuss about the past generation about 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. Basically, G means generation. 1G is one generation, first generation. First generation introduced in year 1990 with the technology analog cellular. The service provided to the 1G is only voice call, and multiplexing used in a 1G is FDMA, frequency division multiple access, and core network provided by the 1G is PSTN, public switch telephone network, and the standard used in a 1G is the MTS, AMTS, IMTS. After the 1G, 2G discovered in year 2000 with the advanced technology, and the technology used in a 2G is digital, and services provided to the 2G is voice, SMS, MMS, and multiplexing used in a 2G is TDMA, CDMA. TDMA is the time division multiple access. CDMA is the code division multiple access, and the core network provided by the 2G is GSM, GPRS. GSM is the global system for mobile communication. GPRS is the general packet radio service, and the standard used for the 2G is the GSM and GPRS. Now we will extend our discussion to 3G. And 3G started and discovered in year 2010 with the technology of digital cellular, and CDMA 2000, where the services improved in a 3G with the wave, video, chatting, video call, gaming, and these are the GPRS, web searching, www, Chrome, Google. These app active in a 3G. In a 3G, we use a CDMA multiplexing, code division multiple access, and in a 3G, core network provided by the packet. Basically, packet content header file with the starting and ending location, and standard used in a 3G is IMT 2000. After the 3G, 4G comes introduced in year 2011, and when 4G comes, it's changed the figure of telecommunication society, telecommunication industry, because of telecommunication. 4G is a much different, and it is a different from the 3G, 2G, and 1G. It is a totally different things. In a 3G, 4G, we use digital and Wi-Fi with the help of router, where we use the IP version 4, IP version 6, IP Internet Protocol version 4 and 6. And in a 4G, we use the services C technology. We use digital, and services use the live HD video, video conferencing, live chat, live game, video calling, audio calling, and in a 4G we use the multiplexing is a internet with the help of IP Internet Protocol, and the core network is provided by 4G is LTE, long term evolution, and VoLTE, VO, voice over long term evolution, and standard used in a 4G is LTE and WiMAX. After the 4G, 5G. 5G introduced in year 2015 with the technology broadband, LAN, MAN, WAN, and multiplexing use CDMA. Basically, now we using CDMA in 5G and core network provided by the same internet. In a 5G, we will discuss about the NOMA, non-orthogonal multiple access. Basically, NOMA is the 5G network, 5G communication technology network, NOMA. The increasing demand of the massive internet and Internet of the Things pose a challenging requirement for the 5G wireless, like high spectral efficiency, massive connectivity. Now, these are the some key idea. Encourage spectral sharing using power domain for multiple access. NOMA can address these challenges, can accommodate much more user by non-orthogonal multiple allocation. Spectrally efficiency as a poor connection user can also utilize the allocation bandwidth efficiency. And the broadband resource occupied by the user can be shared by the other. Low transmission latency and the signaling cost. Basically, NOMA demand of 5G is the low latency, high reliability, massive connectivity, improved fairness, and high throughput. These are the some background of the 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G, which we have discussed earlier in the starting of this video. And 1G is the same technology used FDMA, 2G TDMA, 3G CDMA, 4G OFDMA, orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. Different users are allocated to orthogonal resource in either time, frequency, or code domain in order to avoid the inter-symbol interference. Some challenges for the 5G wireless are the uh, mm, future wireless are the millimeter wave technology, cognitive radio, NOMA, small cell, massive MIMO. These are the 5G technology, and millimeter technology. The huge spectrum is lying unutilized by the gigahertz range. And my millimeter wave technology need to develop new waveform and exclusive hardware to work at these frequency. Cognitive radio is the more sophisticated estimation and detection algorithm required along with the process sensing. And NOMA will discuss small cell, massive MIMO whole antenna system design. There are the basically NOMA is divided into two categories. First one is a power domain multiplexer, and second is the code division multiplexing. Here we will discuss totally about the power division multiplexing, power domain multiplexing. Some features before we discussed about the NOMA, we will discuss about the OMA, orthogonal multiple access. This is there was just some lacking of the OMA, that's why we switched to the NOMA, non-orthogonal multiple access. In a OMA, multiple users are allocated with the radio resource which are orthogonal in time, frequency, or code domain. Ideally, no interference exists among the multiple users due to orthogonal resource allocation. So, simple signal user detection and allocation can be used to get back different user signals. And these are the improved spectral efficiency, channel capacity comparison between OMA and NOMA with two user with AWGN. Here is the example for uplink and downlink with the help of OMA, orthogonal multiple access, and non-orthogonal multiple access, NOMA. Rate of user 1 and rate of user 2. Now the massive connective NOMA suggests that the number of supported user a device is not strictly limited by the amount of available resource, and there is scheduling and regulatory. Basically, NOMA provide the maximum massive connectivity. Then, if the idea time population is increasing dramatically, that's why massive connectivity 5G provide a massive connectivity means one user can connect with their cell phone, home appliance. The device to device connectivity is also possible in a 5G. Noma can accommodate significantly more number of users than OMA, own orthogonal multiple access, and low transmission latency and signaling cost. In a 5G, there should be a low latency cost because of the technology used non-orthogonal multiple access. We will face a little amount of latency and signaling cost. Then dominant NOMA power domain multiplexing. Basically, then NOMA is divided into two categories we have discussed earlier: power domain multiplexing and domain multiplexing. In a power domain multiplexing, we will totally discuss about the power level of non-orthogonal multiple. Different users are allocated different power level according to their channel condition to obtain maximum gain to system the performance. Basically, we will provide a power level to the user, to the transmitter and the receiver. Just depend on the maximum channel gain availability and the system performance based, and the NOMA will provide. And code division multiplexity, different user assign a different code and then multiplex over the same time and frequency resource. Basically, in a code domain we will transmit information with the security purpose. That's why we use the code domain. Basically, same the perform same rule we follow here. The same channel of frequency used, and the one who has better performance, high gain, that will have the more power. Okay, NOMA wire. First, we discussed about the power domain multiplexing. In a NOMA, we will discuss about the power multiplexing. Basically, NOMA with the SCI. SCI is the successive interference carrier. Power, in a power, here we have two user 1 and user 2. We will divide this user on the basis of power and frequency. Here we have the base antenna, and this one is the user 1 and this one is the user 2. Basically, base station transmit the information to the user 1, then it will receive the information in the sequence of SIC of user 2 signal to the user 1 signal detection, and user 2 is the user 2 signal. At the base station transmitter signal, the different users are linearly added the under certain power portion to balance the sum up rate and multiplex user throughput the fairness among the individual. At the receiver, SIC is here is the SIC is used to realize multi-user detection. SIC is performed at the user with a high SNR, and thus should be carrier out the descending order of SNR. NOMA in massive MIMO connectivity. Basically, NOMA provide a massive connectivity to the user with the help of MIMO. MIMO is the multiple input, multiple output. In a MIMO, we will totally discuss about the antenna. There are number of antenna installed and located to the transmitter side and the receiver side. That's why we are discussed about the massive connectivity. If there should be antenna should be large, then it will radiate and it will beam forcing area should be maximum. That's why the maximum user can easily connect at the same time. That's why we are talking about the massive MIMO system. Here is the some figure of the massive MIMO, where the base station user 1 and user 2, in a user 1, user 2, user 3, user 5, the multiple antenna means beam 1 means antenna 1 and antenna 2. In the range of antenna 1, user 1 and user 2 are available, and user beam in antenna 2, user 3 and user 4 are available. These user can easily access and enjoy the facility available of the 5G and NOMA. With the NOMA can be used in a conjunction with the multi-user MIMO system to further improve the spectral efficiency. Multiple antenna are used for the different beam in a spatial domain, where each beam adopt the basic NOMA. At the receiver, inter-beam interference can be suppressed by special filtering. Then inter-beam SiC can be used to remove multiple interference. These are the this one is the network NOMA. In a network NOMA, we will again discuss about the base station, which will connected with the antenna. That will basically that antenna provide and transmit the information through the beam forcing at the depend of the cell. Here the NOMA user are connected in this antenna through the user one with the help of base station and the form of user one and user two. When transmit power allocation is biased toward the far away user in a downlink NOMA, cell edge where experience increased interference from the neighboring cell. Strong interference is expected between user 1 and user 3, where many degrade of performance for network NOMA that is a multi-cell network. Basically, there is the strong interference. Basically interference is a types of unwanted signal. It is a kind of disturbance in a signal. It's here it's saying interference between user and user 3 is strong just because of these are the adjacent to each other. That's why the possibility of interference between user 1 and user 3 is much more. To mitigate the intercell interference, joint precoding the NOMA user signal across the neighboring cell can be considered. The requirement of user data and CSI should be available at the multiple base station. NOMA via code domain. Basically, now we will discuss about NOMA with the help of code domain multiplexing. In a code division multiplexing, first we discussed about the low density spreading network LDS-CDMA. Here we have the some example user 1, user 2, multiple user connected with the encoder, then mapper, then x1, x2, x3. Basically x1, x2, x3 is the variable node and y2, y2, y1, y2, y3 is the node factor. Every variable node is connected single with the multiple node factor. That's why here we can easily see variable node x1 is connected with the y1 and y2. Equally, y2 is connected with x2 is connected with the y2, y3. 6 user, 4 chip and 100% overloading. The idea behind low density spread is to use the spreading sequence instead of dense spreading sequence. In the code division CDMA help to achieve overloading. At the receiver, a message passing algorithm MPA can be used for the multi-user detection. Second, we will discuss in a code division multiplexing low density spread OFDM. Low chip are sequence of OFDM in order to combat multipath fading. OFDM is the orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. In a LSD OFDM, the transmitter symbol are the first mapped to the certain LSD sequence and then transmitted on a different OFDM carrier. Overloading is allowed to improve spectral efficiency. Third, we will talk about in a code division multiplexing is the sparse code domain multiple access. In a sparse SCMA, recently proposed SCMA is a enhanced version of LSD and LSD. Okay, directly map different bytes into the different sparse download, where each user have performed a predefined code book. For each user, 2 bits are mapped to complex code word for the all user are multiplexed over the full orthogonal resource OFDM subcarrier. Here are the bit stream MUSA multiple user shared access. The symbol of if each user are spread by the spreading sequence. Multiple user spreading sequence consider a pool form which each user is randomly pick one of the sequence. Then all the spreading comparison of the NOMA solution. Code division NOMA can obtain spreading gain due to use of spreading sequence or code word. In addition, CMA can achieve extra shaping gain due to the optimization of multi-dimension constellation. In a power domain NOMA, SIC is a complexity of OK3, where K is the number of user, much less than ML detection increased. Now these are the some challenges of the NOMA. Theoretically, analysis of the achievable rate of overloading, bounding, design of spreading sequence and code word, MPA, SIC biased efficiency, receive design, performance signal design, channel estimation, SIC feedback, mechanism, extension of MIMO or NOMA MIMO, PAPR reduction in a multi-carrier NOMA. Now this is the end of our lecture. Thank you.